Dear me. You are 13, you're depressed. I can't do anything about your brain chemistry, but I can try and help start to fix some of your worries. Listen, Megsy girl, you think that life is meaningless because people go to school and then they go to college or university or something and then they get a job, at some point they get married, they retire, they die. And that everyone does the same thing and nothing is achieved at the end of it. Megs, you're right. And that's what I want you to realise, and that's what I want you to accept. In a few years' time you're going to do your maths GCSE and you're going to have to do coursework, which sounds weird for a maths GCSE, but you're going to have to. And it's going to be a project that you have to write about, I think it was tessellating shapes. Tessellating shapes are boring, they are meaningless, they are pointless. So what you're going to do is you're going to make your portfolio coursework thing as colourful as possible. The point of this is that, yeah, you have to go through life, and yes, you probably will go to university and get a job and maybe at some point get married and then retire and die, but within those parameters, Megsy, you can do what you like. You can have your own goals, and those goals should be for you to be happy. And on the same note, within those parameters, make your own choices. Don't do things because it's the done thing or because you think it's inevitable. Do stuff which you want to do, and don't do stuff you don't want to do. Listen to yourself. You know what you want to do. I'm talking about this in a really euphemistic way. What I'm really saying is don't go out with that guy. But the point is transferable to multiple things. Don't just sign up for something because people expect it of you, or because you think that is the next logical step. Genuinely think, do I want to do this thing? It's a good life rule. And speaking of things we want to do, you've probably noticed the nose ring. There's also a tattoo in play. And the hair for that, you probably don't even recognise. Most people didn't. Doesn't matter. Really, doesn't matter. Do what you like. It's fine. Yay! And I guess the last thing to say is, Megsy, I want you to realise that you're ordinary. I want you to realise you are completely bog standard, okay? You are mediocre to the extreme because there are 7 billion people on the world. No, there aren't at your time. That's happened since. There will soon be 7 billion people in the world. And the point is that the world is not resting on your shoulders. You don't have a responsibility to it. Your responsibility is to yourself, okay? So when people try and guilt you into doing science A-levels because you could be a doctor or a brain surgeon or whatever they suggest to you, don't do it. Do what you want to do. Do bloody theatre A-level, which I didn't do, spoilers, but do it. So, to sum up, be open, be passionate, don't be pressured, and don't be sad that the world is meaningless. Because all that means is that you get to create your own meaning. Okay, Megsy girl? Oh, and if you could learn to study, that would be useful for me right now. Alright, I'm actually finished now. Love you, Megsy girl. Love from Meg.